So, the situation that's going on with Hurricane Helene has not been a pleasant one. Okay, it's not only that, yes, people have had their properties destroyed, completely demolished, or just, it's not there, partially demolished, but you have people who are hungry, thirsty, people who have died, people who are injured. You have a variety of different issues. You have the government who says, we could go and give each, person $750, but you got to apply for it, even though the illegals don't. But you got to apply for it, and if you get denied, you get denied. It ain't got anything to do with us. And then you may say, oh well, but they gave some funds. Yeah, before it happened, we already knew how much damage it was going to cost. It was going to cause. So we already had a pre-approved amount, but you're not getting any more money. But we just sent a package of millions of dollars, over hundreds of millions of dollars over there to Ukraine. But you ain't getting any more money. Y'all greedy Americans, right? So that's the whole thing that's going on. Then there's reports of FEMA, one of fire chiefs stopping people from even going and aiding other people in the rescue for whatever the reason is. I don't know. But then you have FEMA, who is trying to confiscate people's donated items. Like if you donated water or food or whatever, and you gave people money so that they could go and buy the stuff, and they bought the stuff to bring to the people, then people said, no, you can't do that. Why? I don't know. Okay. I I have my own theories, and we could get into that. But overall, just looking at it, there would be no reason to not help your fellow Americans unless you don't want to. So now that brings me over to this post that I happened to see from Jimmy Dore and what he put up. And he went and said the word legitimate. These people don't care about you. They're lying to you and leave Americans stranded on purpose. Okay. Hashtag America last. All right. So he had Secretary Pete Buttigieg, and he said no one is shutting down the airspace, and FAA doesn't block legitimate rescue and recovery flights. If you're encountering a problem, give me a call. Elon Musk, which I was very surprised with him. Because Elon, I'm like, ah. But I've been looking at his tweets that he's been putting out and different things he's been sharing, and I'm like, wait, hold up. Ah, he's kind of coming back over here where I'm like, okay, we may be here for some things. So Elon Musk went and said there are hundreds of reports of FEMA slash FAA blocking flights. This literally just happened. I will follow you. Please DM me the number to call. He went and said a little bit later. He says, still waiting. The helicopter's trying to land to deliver critical supplies. What is the number to call? So you could get up here and say, oh, well, they're not blocking anything. Now you may say, okay, well, it's Elon saying that. There's been many people saying this because notice how he goes and says, it says no one is shutting down the airspace, and FAA does not block legitimate rescue and recovery flights. What's legitimate? And that's why Jimmy went and put keyword legitimate. What is considered to be legitimate to you? Joe, who has a plane, who says, yo, I'm gonna go and help out. Volunteers who are saying, I'm gonna go and help out. Oh, no, we don't want you. Because there's been reports also that FEMA said, and it was FEMA and TEMA. Okay, so TEMA was Tennessee Emergency Management Assistance, I believe, is the last one. So you have FEMA and TEMA that are saying, no, they don't need no more help. TEMA said they don't need help. If you're not going to donate exactly what it is that we asked for, we being TEMA, ask for and give it directly to us and not them, we don't want it then. Who, why does it matter who it goes to? I guess I'm not understanding. It's like getting donations. Ah, man, you wore red shoes today, and red is the sign of El Diablo. I'm sorry, I can't take your $1 million donation to the church. You would say, no, I could go and take what? I don't understand. Why does it matter who it went to? What would you gain from barring people from getting resources? Unless, and this is my theory, you don't care about the American people. It's been prevalent constantly. Giving money to Israel, giving money to Ukraine, giving money to all these other countries. You keep funding. Minimum wage is not $25 in America. No universal health care. No UBIs. That's why the port strike, the port workers were going on strike. It wasn't just because over 6 years they wanted 75% raise because of the kind of job it is, but they also wanted to reduce automation. That was also the important part. Because they're like, okay, fine, but if you go and fire us or whatever because robots are taking over, let's say 50% of the jobs or even 30% of the jobs, these are real life people who don't have a job any longer. So y'all gonna keep it going. I might as well get more money out of this. Anyways, and plus they were getting paid less than what the people on the West Coast were getting paid too. So to me, I'm looking at it like this. You don't care. And if this was not an accident or a natural occurrence, we've seen America commit domestic terrorism, okay, on specific groups of people to just a specific area, okay. So you're gonna go and tell me, I don't know. We're just doing our job. But why would you bar people from getting food? You want them to starve? Why would you bar them from getting water? You want them to be dehydrated? Why would you bar them from getting medical services? Do you want them to die? Because that's what it seems like to me. Otherwise, what will be the reasoning besides you want to go in, have the American people suffer? Because your system is unsustainable anyways. That's the fact. You can't just keep rich, 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 poor, forget y'all. Oh, we're just going to keep taking money, tax breaks, tax breaks, tax breaks. And then people now, and then you increase all the prices for everything. And then now people are like, okay, I can't retire until I'm 70 years old. What am I doing? Why do you have senior citizens or people who are retired? Why do they have to work? They're retired. They shouldn't be working. There'd be no reason for them to be working. They don't have enough money coming in. So, what will be your reasoning? Mine is they don't care. They're just trying to lower this population, and they don't care if they screw you in the meantime of doing it. Because what would be the reason? Why would you take care of other people in other countries, giving them all this money, all these resources, and then your American people are like, please, can I have some more? And you're like, man, here. What? During the row, 600, 1200, 1800. Meanwhile, I was reading people overseas were getting like $2,000 a person monthly. Now, not everybody, of course, but you had quite a few people who were getting $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 monthly. But we're fighting over a $600 check. And y'all gonna go and say, and I didn't want to bring it up in there, but y'all gonna go and say, oh, yeah, that's why y'all want Trump, because y'all got that 600, 12, 1800. A one-time check of 6, 12, 18 ain't ish. Okay? That's not why people were voting for him. That's why the majority, okay, you got your crazy MAGA people, but that's why the majority of people were being like, okay, I'm gonna be for him. It wasn't because of that. If that's what you really thought, you're an idiot. People weren't saying, ooh, I got that $600. Ooh. But overseas, they got way more than that. What are we talking about? You know what I mean? So, like I said, these people don't care at all about the American people. And like I said, when are Americans going to wake up? When are Americans going to say, you know what, we are all American? I don't care if you some hillbilly redneck. I don't care if you a Ray Ray. Okay, we are all American. We're going to work together. Y'all stop whatever kind of racial prejudices and racism you got going on. You stop with the murdering and the shooting and all this extra stuff. We're going to come together. We're going to figure something out because we're all American. This is our home. Obviously, the government doesn't care. Obviously, they're okay with deaths taking place, both here, especially to our people. Otherwise, we would have Medicare, medical, universal health care anyways. And our wages would, we work the amount of hours that your typical American works. You know what I mean? It's, what are we even talking about here? But let me know what y'all think about this story down below. Hello, hello, hello. I would greatly appreciate it if you can actually support my little small business called Latrice Limited. It is on latricelimited.com. So as you can see right here, I actually sell candles and a wide variety of other items as well. This is my big forehead, okay? But I actually want to show you just a couple of different items that I do sell. This is actually going to be a part of my soap collection that I have. As you can see, I have a variety of different soaps on here. I actually have 2 pages worth of soaps, and everything is handmade, okay, natural, clean ingredients as well. You can also see right here, these are my candles, all right, they're all handmade, everything vanilla, sweet roses, sage and vanilla and sweet roses are actually my favorite scents that I do have. I also have a few other items on here. I'm actually going to go and show you all the bath bombs that I do have. As you all can see, there's eucalyptus and sage, sweet pea harmony, and so many more. And then we're just going to finish off on the gift sets that I have. There's a variety of them, from like the big ones like this for 45, and then you have some of the smaller ones, and you have these itty bitty ones down here that includes essential oil blends. Definitely shop with your girl. Definitely help your girl out. I would greatly appreciate it. This is like my little baby over here, okay? I would greatly appreciate it, and enjoy.